Okay, let's walk through an install of Docker on Ubuntu. Now, I already have done some of this, run some of the commands in advance to make this run a little bit quicker, but I want to go ahead and type them in so you can see what they do anyway. So, or see how they look. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to go to my terminal. Now, before I install any software, I always want to do a sudo apt update to make sure I have the most current package information. And then if I'm missing any updates, I want to run that. Now, like I said, I've already ran this. This is a relatively fresh install, so I had like 102 updates to do. And I didn't think you wanted to sit through that whole thing. So all packages are currently up to date. Now, if they were not, I'd do a sudo apt update in order to bring everything up to date if it was not already. And it is, so we didn't have very much that we needed to do. Okay. Now, if I'm going to run Docker, there's some prerequisite software that I need to have in place. So I'm going to do a sudo apt install, and I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in. They've already been installed, but I want to put them in so you can see it. So it's apt transport HTTPS, and then I need CA-certificates, and I need curl, and I need the GNU-PG agent. I just did that wrong. GNU-PG-agent. There we go. And software-properties-common. Now, I told you I've already installed some of these. A couple of them are installed by default anyway. So when you go to tell it to install, if they already exist, it's going to pop up here and tell you apt transport is already installed. This one, by the way, is not a default. CA certificates, I believe is. Curl is not. This one I don't believe is a default for Ubuntu systems, but the software properties common is. So if you're doing this on a new Ubuntu system, it's going to say, hey, 2 of these are installed, but I'm going to go ahead and add the other 3. And you say, yeah, and it adds the other 3, and life is good. Okay, now, the other thing I want you to see here, I'm going to do a sudo apt update again real quick, not because I need anything, but because I want to point out these 4 lines. So we hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our default Ubuntu repositories. And we can tell they're all maintained by Ubuntu, which is great. But Docker is not in the Ubuntu repository. So if I do an apt search Docker, it's going to find a bunch of stuff, but not necessarily what I am looking for. So what I want to do is, hey, we did find some stuff that's for Docker. What I want to do, though, is I want to point it to the Docker repository, which is going to give me the most current Docker software. Now, to do that, I need to add an existing or add a new repository. And I'm going to do curl. So this is client URL -fssl. So notice the capitalization in that because Linux is case sensitive. And we're going to do https download.docker.com/linux/ubuntu/gpg. And we're going to take that. So we're going to download, client URL is going to download that file. And then it's going to save the key. So I'm going to do a sudo apt key. Sudo because I need elevated permissions to do it. Apt key is going to save the key. And add dash. And what that's going to do is download that key from the Docker repository, so that we can do this securely. And it pops up a warning, apt key is deprecated. It still works for the moment. They're replacing that, however, with trusted.gpg.d instead of apt key. So at some point we're going to have to switch, but at this point we're not going to worry about it too much. Okay. Now I need to add my repository. And here's our command. It's sudo apt-add-repository. ITORY. There we go. I think I got that spelled right. And then in quotation marks, we're going to put deb because this is Debian package. We're going to set the architecture to ARM64. I'm not actually running ARM64 architecture, but it's the same files whether I'm doing ARM or i386. The repository is going to be HTTPS, and this is going to be what we just did. download.docker.com/Linux/Ubuntu. Now, there's going to be one of these for every different version of Ubuntu. So we're going to tell this $, open parentheses, LSB_release. So give me my release, space -CS, close parentheses. That's going to say I want it for this particular version, and I want the stable software release. So I hit enter, and that should add my repository. Adding a repository gives a repository description, archive for codename Noble, components stable, more info, adding repository, press enter, and it should add the repository and then do a search. And now you're going to see this is basically an apt update. I'm going to rerun it here in a second just so we can see this pull enter all the time. But now notice I have more options. So I hit 3, 4, 5, which is my Ubuntu ones, but I also did a get on these as well. So let me clear this, and I'm going to do a sudo apt update, and we should see that it pulls it now all the time. So here's our hit on the Docker one. All right. All packages are up to date, which is great. Now what we need to do is we've got the repository added, we've done the update, we've verified that we have the right repository. So now we're going to start adding in our Docker software. So I'm going to do sudo apt install, and the ones I want are going to be docker-ce, docker-ce-cli, CE, not CD, and then containerd.io. And this should install our Docker packages for us. So we're going to let this run. This shouldn't take too long. $98, $99, and there we go. All right, now I want to verify that this worked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the command sudo docker run, and I want the hello-world container. I'm able to find it. It goes, it pulls it, it runs it. Okay, let's walk through what this just did. It looked for hello world latest locally. It couldn't find it, so it pulled it from the library, downloaded it, it pulled the information, downloaded it, digested it, status is download, and then it executes it, and it gives this feedback. So, hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. To generate this message, and it tells you what it just did. It downloaded the Docker client, contacted the Docker daemon. Now, in this case, because I'm running on a single system, the Docker client and the Docker daemon are both on my local computer. I pulled the hello world image from the Docker hub. The Docker daemon created a new container from that image, which runs the executable, which produced this output. The Docker daemon streamed that output to the Docker client, which showed it up on your terminal. So at this point, Docker is installed and working correctly. Now, one other thing we need to be aware of. I had to sudo this, right? So if I do docker run hello world, it says you can't do that, permission is denied. So what's happening is we have, let me cat /etc/group. And here is, we've added a group called Docker. And by default, nobody is in that group, which means the only people who can run it have to use sudo in order to do it. We have to have root permissions in order to do it. But what I can do is I can add myself to this group, and that's going to make my life easier. So here's my command. It's sudo usermod. Remember, even though I have permission and I'm the only user in this system, I still have to use sudo to do elevated permission, and I need to do that because I'm modifying my user account. -A capital G. So usermod, we're going to add to the group Docker, and then I could put my username, or I could do $user in all caps, which is my username. So I add that in. Now, if I cat etc group, we're going to see right here, David is a member of the Docker group. Now, a little caveat here. Oops, don't sudo it. Let me do Docker run hello world, and it's going to say, yeah, you still can't do that. Dang it, I thought I fixed that. Actually, we did. So I'm going to, let's see, I want to, will this allow me to, that just locked it. Let me re-authenticate and see if that rereads my groups. So back to my terminal, Docker run hello world. Nope, I'm going to have to actually log out and then log back in. So I'm going to do this the dramatic way, and we are going to, I can just log out right there. Let me do that. Rather than log in it, we'll just log out. This should get it working for us. If not, we'll have to restart. So terminal, Docker run hello world. Yep, I'm going to have to restart. Okay, we're going to go the dramatic route. Power and restart. And what we're doing here is we're getting the OS to reread that groups file and realize that my username should be a member of that group. That's what we're attempting to do here. So we're going to bring this up once our system finishes booting here. Once it comes up, we're going to log back in. We're going to give this a shot one more time. And if everything worked well, we should be able to run Docker without having to sudo it. So terminal, Docker run hello. Yeah, let me do it correctly. Hello world. Bingo. And now we don't have to do sudo every time we run a Docker command. Okay, there we go. We have Docker up and running on our Ubuntu system.